The ENTJ has the cold nature and style of an ESTP with the vision of an INTJ. So what I mean by that is that ENTJs tend to be very logical minded. They lead with that extroverted thinking function. So they're always thinking, okay, how can I get this done? What are the immediate steps that I can be taking? And they tend to be to jump into action as well, but differently from SE, which tends to jump into action from seeing things just for what it is and then being able to maneuver in that sense, like ESFPs and ESTPs might. ENTJs have SE as a tertiary function. So there's a level of that, of where they might jump in, but in actuality, they're more planning the steps and they're more looking, okay, what will lead me to be able to get this? What is a way that I'll be able to secure this, to be able to achieve this goal? What is the most efficient and effective way on how to carry out this task so I can achieve this? And then a lot of times also, because their NI, being an auxiliary function, is serving that TE, then they are thinking of conceptual ways on how they can be able to achieve things. This could be thinking into the future. This could also be getting into the minds of other people so they can be able to play a chess game of some sort so they can achieve the things that they want to achieve. ENTJs a lot of times may not come off as extroverts. A lot of ENTJs believe that they are INTJs. They have this misconception a lot of times, like, oh, extroverts are very wild and bombastic and everything, which again is just not the case. But also, ENTJs are not really focused on connecting with people, but more of getting things done. And so ENTJs that claim, I don't really vibe with a lot of people and all of that, but they're just more driven on being able to do what they need to do. This a lot of times is an indicator more of that TE, that extroverted thinking function, which is still focused on the external world, which makes them an extrovert. And because of that tertiary SE being able to jump into action a lot more sooner, this is what separates them from the INTJ a lot of times. Because the INTJ will sit back a lot more times and have a little bit more of cold feet and let me plan some more, let me plan some more, while the ENTJ is a lot more comfortable in being able to maneuver throughout the real world. They can also come off as very abrasive at times, but a lot of times they can also be very smooth, gentle, and just very logical on how they go about things, and they can have a playful side. That tertiary SE really comes out well, and they can play a lot like, the ESFP would. But that follow through and that ability to be able to make a plan and execute it is a huge thing that ENTJ might have. I think a lot about Paul Briggs from Graceland, who's my personal favorite ENTJ fictional character. I think that he's a great example, and if you ever want to see an ENTJ and study one at full effect, I think Paul Briggs is a perfect textbook ENTJ that a lot of you could check out. And then I also think that Dr. Strange is an ENTJ. Again, most people might type him as an INTJ, but I believe that he's an ENTJ, and he leads with TE as a function, and his NI serving that TE personally. So that's just some ways in how you can identify an ENTJ, both in fiction and also in real life.